Alright, I'm testing some audio while I ride. First time I've ever tried to record with external audio. And if I sound awkward, that's because I'm not used to recording myself. And I'm probably awkward to begin with. But I don't have a lot of time, but I figure I'd go for a quick ride, quick carve around the streets, maybe even some footpaths, some bicycle lanes. We'll see. What have we got? Here's a footpath to a reserve. Whee! Oh, birds! Down a hill. Whee! Might start up the EUC app so that, because the beeps, I'm not hearing the beeps very well with my headphones in, and what I don't want to do is have this thing cut out at me because I'm pushing it too hard. Alright, EUC World app. What a fantastic app. So in my EUC journey, I got one of these, an Inmotion V11, which is awesome. And I use it to commute 2 days a week to the office. The other 2 days a week the other rest of the week I work from home. It's a pretty good arrangement. The only reason I need to go to the office a few days a week is I'm a team lead for what I work on, so I got to see the team. And which way am I going to go? I don't know where I'm going. We'll try up this street, eh? I use it to commute. It's good fun. Feel very confident doing what I'm doing right now. There's a farm I have access to up at Kempsey, New South Wales, and I'll ride it a bit off-road there and on some dirt roads, and so that's fun as well. I've currently got damaged top chambers in my suspension, so dampening's not working very well. So when I am riding, I might see what the audio is like with the windshield shut. When I am riding on rough surfaces, it's not great on my back, and I don't think there's a lot I can do until I replace those two struts, which I think cost them up at about I don't know, to replace the pairs, probably like $260. I believe I did it because I was coming down at 50 kilometers an hour, and there was a section of a footpath. It was a big open footpath, I had lots of visibility, and there was a section of the footpath where they'd got a concrete saw and removed about 6 inches of footpath where it just dropped, and I didn't see it. I was riding at night. There is, because of that, I had my tyre pressure on 40 psi. I reckon that's what saved my rim. But what it did do, I believe, is damage the seal and the top chamber of my suspension, which means that the dampening's not working very well. And I think I read something about that with air struts where they've got the 2 chambers that you need both of them running to get the small bump compliance or something. I think that was what I read. So the small bump, like the big bumps, yeah, I've got the big air chamber that gets rid of most of it, but it's this little stuff like this, I could feel it straight through my back. And everyone else you talk to on the internet who's got a V11 talks about how good the suspension is and how cruisy it is, and you just can't feel bumps. Well, this little stuff without a top chamber, which most people run at 50 psi or so, I think I was running it at 60. Although you never know, it might have had a slow leak. I might have been running it low when I damaged it. Anyway, that'll be the next purchase. Is the bridge open? Wasn't the last time I came down. Oh, it looks like it is. Cool. That's fun. This will be the first time I've been across the bridge on this. Oh, bumpy. That's where the suspension would be good. Classic. That being said, even though it doesn't have suspension, I am really, really, really keen to have a go of someone's V12, preferably a high torque. I took this thing for a ride. I do have video footage, but I'm a bit disappointed with it. Inexperience. Anyway, sorry, getting distracted. I took this thing for a ride up Mt Collombatti. It's about a 6 kilometre ride, I think, return, and you climb about 500 metres or so, and all of that climbing is pretty much at the end, so it's very steep, and this thing was basically very much pushed to its limit. It was crawling. This is pretty. Yeah, I took it up the mountain, 500 metre climb over a few k's, I guess, and I was filming it, but of course I was holding the camera like I am now, in front of me or behind me, of which it didn't really show how steep the road was. I really need to hold the camera this way if I'm going to portray just how steep of a hill I'm going up. So it just looked like I couldn't ride really, because I was going up stuff so steep. But anyway, I had hoped before I got back from that Christmas trip that I would have another attempt at that road, but I didn't. But yeah, it was good. I was racing I don't know the model number, but I was racing a racing dirt bike, and he was obviously in a different league to me. He had way more power than me. ridiculous more power than me, probably like 10-fold or so. But he was gracious and would wait for me, and there was lots of little trees and saplings that had like fallen over the road that I was able just to bounce over. Well, a lot of them. Ones that were probably about above 6 inches above the road, I didn't even try, I just walk over. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was really impressed with, you know, I think I worked out this thing takes about 30 cents of electricity at the power point to charge, and going up and down that mountain, probably it's only a 6-kilometre ride, but a lot of steep climbing. I didn't even know in the app what it said, but just on the gauge on the front of it, it said I was about 50% battery afterwards, which is pretty amazing. Means what it cost me 15 cents worth of electricity to do a hella fun ride. I think we might go back the way we came through these. Oh, we'll do some of these side streets actually. It's good fun checking out more streets. I'm still not hearing it. I'm hearing beeps at my feet that I can barely hear, and the EUC World app is not beeping at me, so maybe I didn't connect it properly. But shout out to, I forget your name, but the creator of EUC World app. I love it. It's really good. I keep wanting to buy some kind of smartwatch so I can at least see my speedometer on my wrist, so I don't have to look at the phone, which I don't. I just operate on beeps, I guess. But someone's planted some new trees. I normally see birds on this little path. Oh, a shopping trolley. Classic. I'd hate to think how far someone's walked that. We might let this car pass, and then we might make our way through Walker Park. It's a bit of a drive, but see how we go. Anyway, who knows what this audio is like. This is the first attempt, so it could be terrible. I'm gonna have to check out this EUC app because I don't want to end up on my face. At 46, 48 kilometers an hour. So I am right on 50. So things I have also been learning. I wanted to edit videos, and the the Insta360 suite wasn't doing it for me. I don't have an iPad, I should say. My wife does. I tried using that. That's a bit better. But even still, I wanted to be able to mix a second source of audio. I wanted to be able to cut clips in and out, and all I could work out how to do was do it in and out with the Insta360 app. And what I would also like to edit the clips and transitioning in and out to the beat of some music, and I can work it out with the Insta360 app, and I don't think it's really for it. I think they assume that if you want to get that kind of power outside of just editing the odd clip, then you're going to use a Premiere, which they've got a plug-in for, or Final Cut, all of which I've never used before, never done film editing. And I'd heard of DaVinci Resolve by Blackmagic, never used it. Anyway, I've had a chat with my brother who used to have a YouTube channel, asked what he used, and that's what he used. So I looked into it, and what you can do is there's a few plugins, which is two actually. One will only work for Windows, and then there's another one that different way of editing that will work in Windows and Mac, which is kind of what I needed. But it would reframe 360 videos. So all I have to do in the Insta360 app is render. Wow, that I was not expecting that corner. I wasn't paying attention. I'm just rambling. Classic. And the sun was in my eyes. It's on the straights like this. I got to be careful I don't exceed my speed limit. Yeah, so Insta360 app. All I need to do is export the 360 video as ProRes, which I believe is the Mac one for importing, and then import it. And I'm limited to. Initially I thought 4K input videos and output of videos on the free version of DaVinci Resolve, but I saw some evidence that makes me believe that I can actually use the 6K video files from this camera if I chose to. It's just I'm limited on the export of the footage, but I haven't tested that theory. But whatever the case is, for the fact that riding and filming is a new hobby of mine, and I don't particularly just to learn how to use a tool want to pay the initial $500 just to learn it. I'm quite happy to scale down the input videos to 4K if that's what I'm going to do. I did that for the first video. I put up a video mainly for my kids to supposedly a mission the bears had given me to get toilet paper and milk for the picnic, which was really just more or less from my point of view an excuse to learn how to edit to music, which I thought worked pretty well for a first attempt anyway. It's probably a bit repetitive. I'm cutting scenes every starting beat of the bar or the music, but yeah, it was good fun. And it's a complicated beast using a big editing suite, but yeah, every time I'd sit down and look at it, I learned something, and I'm speculating I could probably do an edit similar to that in a few hours, which isn't terrible. So there's Walker Park. No cars around, fortunately. Now, on my external audio, I haven't yet got a little dead cat thing for the microphone, so it's possible that all it's hearing is wind. I won't know until I go to edit. If it is, I guess this will just be a video of me riding the music again, rather than a vlog. That's a horsey! So morning.
Is that the belt people with?
Sorry?
Is that the belt people that get in the way?
Yeah, something like that. Nice park. I've taken the wrong turn, but I'm led to believe it's a kangaroo. Hey buddy. I'm led to believe that there's quite a few kilometres of tracks around this area, so I'm probably just going to end up going around the lake the opposite way to what I've done once before. Oh, there's an old railway. Model railway. Morning. There's the model railway again. Huh. I wonder if it'll ever operate it. Is that a black swan? No? What is that? Yeah, black swan. Beautiful. I don't want to fly around these corners too hard. A, it's dirt. I don't want to slip out. B, could be someone around the corner. This is a pretty cool little track. Oh, little shortcut I missed. Oh! Lost a bit of traction then. Oop. Makes me nervous. Oh, little path up there. Morning. It's a beautiful day. Do we see the swan nest? Is there a swan nest? There is a swan nest. There's even a swan in it. Either... oh yeah, she's awake. Alright. Well, time to start heading back. Now, the last time I rode on this road, the next day, I had a flat tyre. And it took me 4 days of... oh well, yeah, I took the wheel apart first time. That was alright. Put it all back together, but... morning! I put it all back together, but absolutely been Loctite because I didn't have any at the time. So, pending doing another pull apart to reapply all the Loctite on everything. Let's pass this person. Good morning. Over the railway line. Yeah, pulled it apart, got the rim off, got the tyre off, put 3 patches on the tyre. There was 3 little leaks. Put it back together, it was still leaking. I'd missed one around the valve stem somewhere. It's a bit of a worry. I did not want to pull it apart again, so I shoved some glue in it. It's really hard to get it to flow onto the bit where, oh, I thought it was. Worked for quite a, like fiddling with it for ages to get it to go onto, oh yeah, footpath, cool. To get it to go where I need it, but after a day or so of the glue being in there, it did seal it up. So, in that time, I'd already managed to order a brand new tyre, because this one's very bald. And yeah, I ordered a brand new tyre, and I also ordered a spare tube. So the next time I have a problem, it won't be because I don't have spare bits, but by putting the glue in, I might get another year out of this tube at least. The tyre itself is it's actually pretty good for on this kind of road. It's pretty nice and slick. So I believe it's just the stock tyre. Anyway, I said that I had picked up this Inmotion V11. I did not buy it brand new. I brought it off a very nice man in Sydney that had, I don't know, 3 or 4 EUCs. And I think he had a Sherman, a veteran Sherman, this, and I forget the other name. A Begode something, but I forget what it is. I find it really easy to get myself across the Kingsong range of EUCs and the Inmotion range of EUCs, because I feel like that list is short enough, but the Begodes, man, I feel like they've got 50 million different models and I struggle to keep up. There's reckon I've got enough turning so I can get through that? Probably not. That's okay. I'll go down to the very bottom. Or I'll just go here. Yeah, so I brought it second hand. Let's chase some birds. Do you reckon I can catch one? Not when they're up that high. Now, I'm not sure if I don't think they're cockatoos, I think they're cockatiels. Or they're white galahs.